What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? J-Money here, and I'm bringing you some StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm commentary. This is going to be a Protoss vs. Zerg matchup. And boy, am I in a good mood. Why am I in a good mood? I'll tell you why. I'm finally back. It's been a 5-day delay for me from casting for the sheer fact that I've been having issues. What are those issues that you ask? I will tell you. First one was XSplit was not playing very nice with me. Second one was, because of the snowstorm, yes, I got a couple videos after I got my power back and everything. However, the snowstorm was so bad, I did get stranded in my house for 5 straight days. If you ever have been stranded in your house, unable to leave, got me kind of depressed because there was parties, a lot of fun things that I ended up missing out on. Not very fun for me. But that's okay. Why? Because I'm finally free. Finally got me some Red Bull, finally got me some Goose. So, I'm excited. With that being said, let's get to the introduction. On the bottom right hand side of the map, we do have our blue Zerg player. His name is Andro. On the top left hand corner, we do have our Protoss player. He is the one who did supply a pretty beefy replay pack, so I'll probably be going through those today and tomorrow. His name is, representing Try, is Bones. Alright, so we are going to be seeing a spawning pool first. Pretty much so when our Zerg player does expand over here, the Protoss player isn't going to have a chance to really throw a cannon here, here. Pretty much anywhere to harass the hatchery that would be coming down. And if he does try it, it will pretty much just be lost minerals. However, we do have a Nexus first coming from our Protoss player. So if our Zerg does decide to pull up some quick links, he might be able to get something done. However, we do see lag. Weird face. But with the Forge coming down now, he should be well defended. But that's okay. The reason why I did decide to go with this game first is mainly because, whoops, sorry about that, guys. The title of the game had a pretty interesting comment on it. So I'm really curious to see how this turns out. And at the end of the replay, I'll tell you what it's called, because I really don't want to spoil anything too much. It does look like we do have the probe coming back down for a secondary scout. So he's hoping to see pretty much everything the Zerg is going to have to offer. We also do have a couple Overlords starting to come across, a couple Zerglings also on the watchtower. Why are these Overlords coming through? Pretty much around the 6-minute mark. Their job is going to be to come into the Protoss base and check out exactly what's going on. Pretty nice for the Zerg to get that free little scout out. I guess you could say it's not free, but the Zerg does prepare to lose these just so he can pretty much quickly rebuild new ones. And it's pretty much a pretty fair loss because he sees everything. Also, he is going to be throwing Overlords to the side, trying to make sure there's not going to be any kind of proxy Stargate or anything like that. We do have 2 gases coming down very quickly from our Zerg player. So it does look like he is going to be going a very gas heavy build, and we're probably going to see some pretty early aggression coming from our Zerg. With that being said, what is he going to be going? Roaches? Hydra? Ooh, the new Hydra is so friggin' strong. Infestors? Muta? I want to know. I mean, Mutas have been pretty friggin' beefy at this point in time. I would not be surprised at all if he decides to go that route. But we will see. We even have a 3rd extractor coming up now. So yeah. I'm a little confused, guys, but that's okay because I normally am confused. Also, if you guys do get a chance, feel free to take a look at my recently posted videos. I got 2 of me and my friend Saints playing a couple ladder games of Wings of Liberty, and they're pretty fail. Not gonna lie, but they were fun. And that is all that matters. Alright, we are going up to layer tech at this point in time, so it's a pretty slow start of a game, but I'm pretty intrigued to see what is going to end up happening. We do have a mothership core on the way, So he is going to be prepared even if he does go on the aggressive side. Well, aggressive side, I think. If he does start to show aggression, he will have the mass recall ability or the photon overcharge if any aggression ends up coming his way. Does look like he is actually going to start pushing out. He is going to clear out both towers, even though only one tower has anything on it. So that Zergling will quickly go down. Goodbye, Mr. Zergling. And on to next setup. Now this is nice. We do have a Nidus network coming up along with an infestation pit. The way things have been going though, I don't think we're going to be seeing any infestors. Just for the sheer fact that, quite frankly, in the expansion, infestors really are horrible. The one bad thing about our Zerg though is we have no creep spread really going on. I mean, he does finally throw down a creep tumor, but I mean it's really not going to do too much. And we have 4. Excuse me guys, sorry about that, hiccups. We do have 4 swarm hosts on the way. We also have a hallucinated phoenix coming in. So our Protoss player does have some idea what is coming his way. We do have a Nidus coming up in the third of what should be the third base of our Protoss player. He does have a couple sentries, so he should be able to get force fields pretty easily on this map. So he shouldn't have too much of an issue, at least right away at this point. We do have +2 weapons too, and we have 4 queens popping over with the swarm host on the low ground as well. I'm really curious to see how our Protoss player is going to handle this. Does he actually know about this right now? Yeah, he does see the swarm host, so he does know they're coming. The queens are already working down on the rocks, and he doesn't have a sentry coming out yet. He only has an immortal. However, he is throwing down a cannon, and I know cannon's vision is pretty far, so he might be able to spot these. Not the ones in the back, but he might be able to spot a couple of the ones in front. With these swarm hosts, they do so much friggin' damage. They are working down on the rocks at this point in time. But we do have quite a few sentries lined up right here, so he should be able to handle this pretty easily. And the rocks officially go down. We do have the cannon up. Can he see him? He does see a few of the swarm hosts. So he should be able to handle this pretty easily. We actually do have a spine collar up too. And we have a Nidus worm in the main base. However, I don't know if he actually sees it because he's focusing on the front lines. I mean, he should be able to see that. Yeah, it's in his view all right. However, he's too worried about the third going into his natural and the force fields end, and he finally sees it. He is coming up his own ramp. However, there is a shit ton of oh my god, there is a shit ton of swarm hosts in his base right now. Whole bunch of queens too, so pretty much even if he is able to start working down these swarm hosts, he will be able to transfuse them all day. We do see a couple gateways trying to transform into warp gates, however, pylon goes down and the warp gates go down almost immediately. I do not see our Protoss player getting out of this anytime soon. He does throw the photon overcharge on the Nexus. He does have a Colossus coming out, so the Colossus might be able to outrange some of these units. Again, he has so many queens though, and he will be able to use the transfuse ability, which will heal up those swarm hosts nice and quick. We do see a couple force fields blocking up the, what are they called, the locusts, from attacking his army directly, but pretty much all of his units are being destroyed. Probes were pulled off the line to fight the swarm locust, but as you see, locusts do 12 damage, so that was pretty much the end of the probes. Now with no economy practically and 2 Colossus, we do get the GG from bonus. That was actually absolutely epic, that Nidus war. Hopefully you enjoyed this game. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to go back and check out all my other games. And thanks guys, take care. And as you notice on the bottom right hand side of the screen, we do have a subscribe button. Just tap that and I will subscribe for you. Have a great one guys.